In the next pass, all the rail fastenings are released and picked up by the rotating magnetic drum. Before the relaying train goes into operation, the old rails are loaded onto wagons and taken away. The third major task in the course of the track rehabilitation, as it is being performed here, is to lay new sleepers and new rails. Track relaying trains of modern design carry out this stage of work like a well-coordinated assembly line. As we see here, the machine picks up the new rails laid next to the track. Then, the old sleepers are removed. Working right behind the crawler track are the excavating chain and the profiling device, which ensure the required lowering of the ballast and an excellent foundation for the sleepers. Now the new rails are positioned on the sleepers. The rear section of the relaying train is already running on the newly laid rails. An important element of the relaying train is the transport logistics for taking away the old sleepers and bringing in the new sleepers. This work is performed here by 2 gantry units. The rails are welded together before they are fastened down. A mobile flash butt welding machine is used for this. Here the preparations for welding can be seen. The rails are brought into the right position, and then the welding head is lowered. The rail ends are heated because of their electrical resistance, using current with a low voltage and high amperage, and welded at a suitable temperature. As no foreign substance is used, the welding process is continuous and homogeneous. The welding is performed fully automatically, and this assures a consistently high quality. The welding machine is followed by the 8-spindle power wrench, which bolts the rails fully automatically to the sleepers. In the next operation, the welds are ground smooth. To give the new track the required stability for train services, tamping is performed on the new track. This process begins with placement of additional ballast. Finally, the new track is fixed in a perfect geometrical position by tamping and stabilization. Another layer of new ballast is unloaded in the newly laid track. This is followed by the mechanized maintenance train. The procedure is basically the same as for the safety tamping pass. The machines on this worksite are also the same as those used before. The mechanized maintenance train is led by a continuous action 3-sleeper tamping machine, which performs leveling, lining, lifting and tamping of the track. Following behind a ballast plough to profile the ballast bed. And finally, a dynamic track stabilizer to consolidate the ballast and raise the track's resistance to lateral displacement. Tamping of the new track is performed in several passes. Before tamping is carried out, the MSAT 120 track survey car measures the parameters of the track and transmits these values to the mechanized maintenance train, which then performs the next pass on the basis of these data. Step by step, the desired quality of the new track is achieved. Also important, in order to achieve the best quality initial quality of the track, it has meanwhile become international standard procedure to grind the surface of the new rails. On this line, the new rails are ground by a grinding machine for tracks and switches using oscillating grinding stones. Machines of this type produce a smooth rail surface and therefore assure high travelling comfort. The track is now ready for the acceptance measurement. All data are stored and can be retrieved when required for later maintenance of the track. After this surveying, the section of track can be reopened to traffic. The railway line shown here poses great challenges to the application of heavy-duty machinery due to the tight curves. As can be seen, even for these special circumstances, Plaza and Teurer can offer a whole range of machines which makes it possible to carry out fully mechanized rehabilitation of the track. A major reason for the functionality and quality of these machines can be found in the continual optimization of the work units and components used for over 5 decades. For every maintenance project, there are solutions available which can produce an accurate result in a very short time, and thus meet the high demands for cost efficiency, just as demonstrated in this track rehabilitation on an alpine track on the Southern Railway line in Austria.